Hello students, today I am here with third chapter of your book and the name of the chapter is The Little Girl. So this story is about a little girl who is very afraid of her father. Her father was like a giant for her and she was not able to speak even a single word in front of her father. Okay, but this story is about that how the girl's feeling changed from fear to understanding for her father. Initially, she was afraid of her father, but later she understood him. Okay, actually, this is the scene we can find out in every home. When we are child, means in our childhood, we don't understand our parents. We think that they are bad because they are scolding us, they are not allowing us to go outside, and these things. Okay, but later, when we grow old, we understand them, we know them very well. Okay, and this story is like that. So let's read the chapter. So as we know that this girl is very afraid of her father, okay, and she don't come in front of him usually. But every morning before going to work, the father came into her room and gave her a casual kiss. And she responded that goodbye, father. Only this was the conversation between those two, father and the daughter. Okay, and she was very happy when she heard the sound of the carriage going far. Okay, when she came to know that my father is leaving the house and going for the work, she was very happy. Now, in the evening, when the father came home, she stood near the staircase and heard his loud voice. He used to say in a very loud voice when he came home that bring my tea into the drawing room. Has not the paper come yet? Mother, go and see if my paper's out there and bring me my slippers. Means he used to shout like, okay. Then Kezia was the name of the girl. Her mother would call to her, Kezia, if you are a good girl, you can come down and take off father's boots. It is with everyone. When we are a child, our parents make us do the work. So what they do? They praise us that you are a good girl, you are a good boy, do this, do that. Okay. So the mother was doing the same with the girl. Okay, so if you are a good girl, you can come down and take off father's boots. Slowly, the girl would slip down the stairs. Okay, she used to come down slowly and then open the drawer. And by that time, the father had spectacles on and looked at her over them. मतलब देखते हैं ना ऐसे चश्मे से बाहर अपने शेड से बाहर देखते हैं स्पेक्ट से बाहर देखते हैं ओके एंड दिस वॉज वेरी टेरिफाइंग टू द गर्ल वो डर जाती थी इससे Then father said, well, Kezia, hurry up and pull off these boots and take them outside. That what are you doing? Hurry up. Have you been a good girl today? Again, the father is doing the same thing. That you are a good girl, no? So do that. And the girl responded, don't know. I mean, she was stammering. She was stuttering like, okay. And why she was stammering, you know very well what was the reason behind it. Okay, because she was afraid of her father. Then you don't know means again the father is copying her that if you do the same for very long the mother will have to take you to the doctor नहीं तो फिर mother आपको doctor के पास ले जाएगी. Don't do like that. Actually the reason was behind it the fear. Okay, she never stuttered with other people. She was not in the habit of doing this with other people, but when she was in front of her father she used to stammer, she used to stutter. वो डर के वजह से ऐसे stammer किया करती थी. Okay, what is the matter? What are you looking so rest about? Now the father was angry. That what's the matter? Why are you looking so sad and so depressed? Then he said to his mother, Mother, I wish you taught this child not to appear on the brink of suicide. He says to his mother, मीन्स केजियाज ग्रैंड मदर दैट आई विश कि काश आप इसको थोड़ा जीना सिखाओ. ओके, शी इज़ ऑन द ब्रिंक ऑफ सुसाइड. ये इसको देखकर ऐसा लगता है दैट शी इज़ गोइंग टू कमिट सुसाइड, कि सुसाइड करने वाली है. हियर केजिया कैरी माई टीक अप बैक टू द टेबल केयरफुली. And the girl thinking was like he was so big, for her the father was very big, his hands, his neck, especially his mouth also very big. So he was means looking like a giant for her. Okay, So on Sunday afternoons, grandmother used to say her that go to your parents and have a good conversation with them. But the little girl always found mother reading newspaper and magazine, and father stretched out on the sofa. Means when she used to come to her parents, what she found? The mother reading something and father lying down on the sofa, handkerchief on the face, and his feet on one of the best cushion पर पैर रखकर सोते रहते थे, स्लीपिंग साउंडली एंड स्नोरिंग. स्नोरिंग का मतलब होता है खराटे लेना. ओके, आगे देखते हैं. Then she used to sit on a stool there, okay, and she used to watch him until he woke. मतलब जब तक वो नहीं जागते थे उनको देखती रहती थी. And asked the time, then looked at her. वो टाइम पूछते थे, फिर भी वो उनको देखती रहती थी. Don't stare so, Kezia. You look like a little brown owl. When she was staring at her father, the father would say, Don't stare at me, Kezia. You are looking like a little brown owl. तुम तो एक owl की तरह दिख रही हो ऐसे. Then one day, grandmother told her that your father's birthday is approaching. It is the next week, and the grandmother suggested her to make a pin cushion for the gift. Means for the father as a gift. Okay, out of a beautiful piece of yellow silk. कि yellow color से एक beautiful सा cushion बनाओ for your father on his birthday. Okay. So as the grandmother told her that the father's birthday is approaching, she was preparing to make the cushion. With a double cotton, the little girl stitched 3 sides laboriously, means with great difficulties. Okay. But now the problem was that what to fill it with? किस चीज़ को भरे इसके अंदर? Grandmother was not there. She was out in the garden. That's why to whom she asked, किससे पूछूं अब? This was the problem. Then she went into mother's bedroom to look for some scraps, some small pieces of cloth or paper. And there she found some fine sheets of paper. बहुत सारी शीट्स मिल गई उसको ऑन द बेड टेबल. एंड शी कलेक्टेड दैम, टोर दैम अप इनटू टाइनी पीसेस. उनको छोटे छोटे पीसेस में काट लिया एंड स्टफ्ड हर केस. उसने उसको पिलो में फिल कर दिया. देन स्वीट अप द फोर्थ साइड, और उसको फोर्थ साइड से भी स्टिच कर दिया. दैट नाइट देयर वाज अ ह्यू एंड क्राई. ह्यू एंड क्राई मीन्स समवन वाज शाउटिंग इन द हाउस. Actually, the reason was that father had written a great speech for the port authority on a paper and that had been lost. They searched all the rooms. They asked the servants also. But finally, the mother came into Kezia's rooms and she asked that, have you seen some papers on the table in our room? Kezia said, oh yes, I saw, and I tore them up for my surprise. I was planning for a surprise for the father and I tore them up. फाड़ दिया मैंने उनको. What? It was for the surprise. Okay, the mother shocked and she shouted that come straight down to the dining room this instant. The jaldi aao aur niche aa jao dining room mein. And the little girl was dragged down where father was walking here and there and his hands were behind his back. And then his father asked him that, did you do that? तुमने किया वो? Again the girl was like stammering, means she was stammering in front of her father that no, she whispered. धीरे से बोली बहुत. Then her father said to his mother that, mother, go up to her room, उसके room में जाओ and fetch down the damn thing what she made. जो उसने बनाया वो जल्दी लाओ नीचे. क्या बनाया है उसने? Okay, crying too much to explain. That now she was crying a lot. मतलब एक्सप्लेन करना चाह रही थी एंड शी वॉज क्राइंग ऑल्सो. शी ले इन द shadowed room watching the evening light make a sad little pattern on the floor. She was lying on the bed and she was watching the pattern on the floor कि कैसा दिख रहा है, कैसा पैटर्न बना हुआ है फ्लोर पर. Okay. Then father came into her room and he was carrying a ruler in his hands that I'm going to beat you for this. I'm going to punish you for that. She was frightened again that no, please don't do that. But her father, he wanted to give her the punishment for doing so. Okay, that's why he gave the ruler on his little pink palms. Okay, देन आवर्स लेटर, बहुत टाइम हो गया इस चीज़ को, ग्रैंड मदर रैप्ड हर इन अ शॉल, उसको शॉल में लपेट लिया ग्रैंड मदर ने, एंड रॉक्ड हर इन द रॉकिंग चेयर. The child clung to her soft body, and the child, that little girl, was stick to the soft body of her grandmother. That now she was crying. Okay, what did God make fathers for? She sobbed. होता है ना, रो रो के हम सिसकियाँ भरने लग जाते हैं. That is called sobbed. Okay, she sobbed. What did God make fathers for? ये God ने इनको fathers को बनाया ही क्यों है? Here is a clean hanky, darling. Blow your nose. The grandmother gave her a clean hanky. That clean your nose and go to sleep, pet. Okay, you will forget all about it in the morning. That you will able to forget all this in the morning. And I tried to explain to the father, but he is not ready to listen me right now. But the child never forgot. But she never forgot this incident. Okay, and next time, whenever she saw the father, she quickly put both hands behind her back. वो तभी अपने दोनों हाथ पीछे कर लेती थी. And a red color flew into her cheeks. मैं तो डर जाती थी, डर की वजह से उसके गाल बिल्कुल लाल हो जाते थे एकदम. So there lived a family next door, the McDonalds, and they had 5 children. So the little girl, Kezia, used to look through a gap in the fence. फेंस होती है, बाउंड्री होती है, जो वॉल बाउंड्री, ओके, उसमें एक गैप था, उसमें से वो देखा करती थी उस फैमिली को. एंड दे ऑल यूज टू प्ले टैग. टैग इज़ अ गेम, चिल्ड्रंस गेम, यू नो, दे कैच वन अनदर, एक दूसरे को पकड़ते हैं. एंड ऑल द चिल्ड्रन, ऑल दोज 5 चिल्ड्रन यूज टू प्ले विद द फादर. And the father was very happy with all these children. They all used to laugh loudly. Okay, so this was the thing. And the girl came to know that all the fathers are not same. There are difference between the fathers. So one day what happened? The mother became ill. Kezia's mother got ill, and the mother and the grandmother went to the hospital. So after them, the little girl was all alone in the house. Only the cook was there. The name of the cook is Alice. Okay. So daytime it was okay. Okay, everything was okay. But when it was night, she grew suddenly afraid. The girl was very afraid because she was not in the habit of living alone at the night. Then she said to Alice, what I'll do if I have a nightmare? Nightmare means a bad dream. That if I got a bad dream, what will I do? If I have bad dreams, then granny is the short word for grandmother. The granny takes me to her bed. वो अपने bed ले जाती थी मुझे. Now I can't stay here in the dark. No. I am listening some sounds that it is all whispery. Then Alice said that just go to sleep, child. That she pulled up her socks, and then she said that don't scream and don't wake your father up. That अपने father को बिल्कुल मत जगाना. But the same thing happened. The nightmare came, the bad dream came. It was a butcher with a knife and a rope. And you know, he was coming nearer and nearer. पास आ रहा था, smiling the dreadful smile. Now the girl was very afraid of, and you know, she cried, grandma. She walked shivering. वो कांप रही थी जब वो उठी. And what she saw, क्या देखा उसने? That father beside her bed, a candle in his hand. So there was father taking a candle in his hand. What's the matter? He asked that, what is the matter? Then the little girl said, oh, a butcher, a knife. I want granny. That I want grandmother. He blew out the candle. उन्होंने वो candle means blow out कर दी, उसको blow out कर दिया. Bent down, नीचे झुके, and caught up the child in his arms. उसको अपने arms में उठा लिया. Then he took her to the big bedroom. A newspaper was there on the bed, and half smoked cigar also, a cigarette also was there. But he put aside all these things. The father put all these things aside, and carefully he put the child on the bed. Okay. And he laid down beside her. उसके पास ही लेट जाते हैं. Half asleep still. वो आधा सोए हुए हैं अभी. Still with the butcher's. Sorry, the girl was half asleep. Still with the butcher's smile all about her, it seemed. जो उसने देखा था वो उसी को याद कर रही थी अभी. The butcher's smile. She crept close to him. वो डर रही थी. That's why she came close to him, snuggled her head under his arms. हम अपना head छुपा लेते हैं ना. And held tightly to his shirt. And she held the father's shirt tightly. Then the dark didn't matter. Now she was not afraid of the dark. She lay still. और वो आराम से लेट जाती है. Here, rub your feet against my legs and get them warm, said father. So the father said that now you can rub your feet against my legs and you can get them warm. ठंड थी. It was the winter. Okay. Tired out, he slapped before the little girl. So the father slapped before the little girl because he was very tired. Okay, a funny feeling came over her. Now the girl was feeling very funny. That poor father, not so big after all. इतने बड़े भी नहीं हैं जितना मैं सोचती थी. And with no one to look after him. Now see, there is no one who can look after him. He was harder than grandmother. Means his body was quite harder than grandmother's, but the girl was feeling that it was a nice hardness because every day he had to work very hard in the office and wherever. That's why he was too tired to be a Mr. McDonald, and the girl was thinking in her mind that my father cannot be Mr. McDonald because he's too tired after the work. She had torn up all his beautiful writing. Means all these things she was thinking that I have, I had torn up all the beautiful writings of him, and she stood suddenly and sighed. वो एकदम से हिल जाती है ये सब सोच के. What's the matter? asked her father. Another dream? उसके पापा पूछते हैं तभी. Another dream? एक और सपना आया. Oh, said the little girl. My hand is on your heart. That my hand is on your heart. जब हम हग करते हैं ऐसे तो हमारा जो उसका जो गर्ल का हेड आया हुआ था वो अपने फादर के हार्ट पर आया हुआ था. ठीक है. आई कैन हियर इट गोइंग दैट आई कैन हियर योर हार्ट बीट. दैट व्हाट अ बिग हार्ट यू हैव गॉट फादर डियर. नाउ शी वॉज फीलिंग love for her father, that what a big heart you have got father dear. Okay, this was the very beautiful story and this is by Catherine Mansfield. I hope you enjoyed the story. So thank you so much.